What if you were meant to be a judge of reality itself, a judge of right and wrong, of what's true and what isn't? Just imagine for a second, what if using that judgment wasn't just a handy skill, but the actual reason you're here? We're talking about Tselem Elohim, which is often translated as the image of God. It's a foundational moral principle. Think of it like the original blueprint for a human being, a template for a creature that's specifically designed with these incredible built-in tools: reason, choice, and, this is the big one, the judgment and responsibility that have to go along with them. In biblical Hebrew, that word Elohim, sure, it's usually translated as God, but it also has another key meaning: judges. So what happens if you read it that way? Being created B'Tselem Elohim suddenly means being created in the image of the judges. See, it's not about what we look like. It's a mandate. It's saying we were created not just with the ability to judge, but with the responsibility to be independent judges of our own reality. That changes everything. Then what's the absolute worst thing we could do? What's the ultimate betrayal of that mission? Well, avodah zarah. We know it as idolatry. But listen, we're not talking about bowing down to golden statues here. In this framework, avodah zarah is something much more subtle and maybe more dangerous. It's the act of giving up your personal responsibility to judge. It's what happens the moment you hand over absolute, unquestioning authority to some idea or some person outside of yourself. And check this out. It lays out these two paths so clearly. On one side, you've got Tselem Elohim, using your own judgment, trusting your inner moral compass. That's how you honor the incredible gift of reason you were given. But on the other side, that's avodah zarah. That's blind loyalty, outsourcing your brain to some external authority, and just abandoning critical thought. It's simple. One path builds up your dignity, and the other one just tears it down. So you can see the really critical point here, right? Today's idols, they're not carved out of stone. They're charismatic leaders, they're political ideologies, they're public symbols, anything that asks for your blind admiration. The second loyalty becomes more important than truth, the moment you shut down your own brain, you've basically started worshiping an external image. Peace isn't about making our differences disappear or forcing everyone to agree. It's about being able to look at someone you fundamentally disagree with and still see their value. It's about recognizing that they too have that divine spark, that same mandate to be a judge. That mutual respect, that's the real bedrock of peace. But this can't be some naive, anything goes kind of pursuit. The world is full of real dangers. Real peace demands strength. It demands clear boundaries. In fact, there's this really stark command from the Torah. Remember what Amalek did to you. In this philosophy, Amalek isn't just a historical enemy. It represents the very principle of active, destructive evil in the world, the force that is hell-bent on destroying goodness.